Hmm? Ace isn't here. Maybe outside? What's the matter? Can't sleep? Yeah, just thinking. Thinking about Dusk Noir? No, that's not it. Sure, finding out we were being deceived came as a real shock. But hearing your story earlier, Grovile, it really drove it home. What Dusk Noir said in the future was really true. And it made me realize that Ekam really did come from the future. I was mulling over things like that. Hey, look, Grovile. Sunlight. It's sunrise. I wish I had the sort of talented editing programs that Chugga Conroy has so I could give this game the justice it deserves. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think our sunrise could ever feel so renewing. The sun rises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. The things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious. All I'd ever known is the future's world of darkness. Upon coming to this world and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of darkness. There's one thing I wanted to ask of you, Ace. It's about that time in the future, when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. We shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end. For you. Oh. Hey Ekam, Grovile, you can't give up. Gah, you say not to give up. But what can we possibly do in this bleak situation? We have to think. But when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong? Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. But maybe it was because Ekam stood by me. Ekam, take a look at this. This? What could it be? There's an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This pattern is new to me. This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. I have this dream of one day solving the mystery behind this fragment. But I was such a coward. I couldn't work up the courage to go to the guild and apply as an apprentice. It was then that I met Ekam. Ekam. Well, okay. I'm putting my faith in you, Ekam. Yes, I totally believe in you, Ekam. Yes, Ekam was always there to cheer me up. And... Grow! This is scary. But we need to be brave. I need to face up to this. There's no giving up now, Ekam. It all gave me courage. With Ekam, I felt like I could overcome anything challenge. That's how I came to feel over time. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going without giving up. Alright, I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, Ekam has a special quality that makes others feel that way. Same way I care for Ekam as a friend. You, Ace, also feel that same way about him. Ekam is lucky to be blessed with a friend like you. Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon. Yeah. Alright. It's agreed that we'll collect all of the time gears. First, we have to decide which time gear we should target. Let's check the wonder map. From here, the underground lake would be closest, I guess. How about Treeshroud Forest? That was where I got my first time gear the last time. Where's that? Here. It's a little far from here, but there's no one like Uxie guarding that time gear. Oh, great! If we were to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. There won't be a concern here, right? Exactly. That's it then. That's where we're going. Onward to Treeshroud Forest. Which I did mention by name not last episode, but the episode before, perhaps? So spoilers, sorry about that. This is it. This is the entrance to Treeshroud Forest. Huh? What is it, Grovile? The atmosphere somehow feels different than last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you're ready. I don't feel good about taking the time gear, but we don't have any choice now. Let's go, Ekam. Into the forest. Do we still have junk that we need to store? We do indeed. Make sure that the yellow boat isn't within them. And get out a max elixir because we actually ran a bit low last time. There should be a time gear at the deepest part of this forest. We're leaving as soon as you're ready. I did bookmark, so what does this say? 20 floors. No breaks. So we might want to also get out an apple. Make it a big apple. Let's rock and roll. Are you ready, Ekam? Okay, we're good to go. Let's set off. So then, we have quite a lot to discuss, and hopefully I'll be able to discuss all of it. Oh, that Houndoom went down a lot faster than I thought it would. So, where to start? Well, first of all, I just finished discussing part of the Apple Woods episode with a good friend. And that brought a thing to mind that I want to address here, just so I have it in writing. This game actually kind of, in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 1, you won all the time. It just never was you just never had anything else. You win at everything. It's not bad, but it is noticeable when compared to this game, because Apple Woods is very specifically a time you don't win. Team Skull thwarts you, and because of Chadwick's personality and role in the story, he just can't listen to any reason why, because all he's concerned about is the results. It's something very familiar to a childish mind. And I don't know, I kind of find that really interesting, that we just have this time where, no, there was nothing we could do, we just failed outright. And we can't explain why we failed outright. That was where it crosses over into the unfair territory. But it also led to a really good moment with the fellow apprentices. So I can give it a free pass there. But the more important thing is, the plot that happened right about now. Oh boy, the entire arc in the Future of Darkness. How to start this off? Alright, how about the fact that our main character is Groval's friend from the future? Hurry, there's no time to waste. First of all, they foreshadowed it just enough that it... So I'm going to make a reference here. Overly Sarcastic Productions. They had an episode on plot twists, which was in response to Game of Thrones, I believe? Game of Thrones had wrapped up, and they wrapped up the whole story quite badly because all of the plot arcs were twisted about so that the audience couldn't predict them. The problem being that they were breaking off with the arcs not because they made sense, they were doing it to catch people off guard. Shock bait, as Red called it. And the thing is that plot twists aren't bad. I need to take out this charm first. Plot twists give you that whoa feeling when they're done well, and I think the thing is that it only applies to good plot twists. Plot twists can be kind of bad. If I ever get around to updating Valkyria Chronicles 2 at some point, we're going to come across some questionable plot twists. The difference between a good plot twist and a bad plot twist is, does knowing the plot twist in advance ruin it? And that doesn't just mean I've done this before so I figured it out. It's a question of, does this plot twist also... The plot twist will change how you view the story, but if the story still is good or maybe even better by knowing the plot twist, then it's actually a good plot twist. So I don't know how much of that story arc could have been figured out, because we did have the slightly forced moment with Dusk Noir going, "Oh, your name is Ekin. I had no idea whatsoever. Unfortunately, that name means nothing to me whatsoever." You could figure that out, but that just makes it... I find it makes it a lot more interesting. The plot twist with Ekam started to get a bit strong towards the end there. But I still think that it was exceedingly well done. So yeah, and often I have to remind myself of this for those times where you do figure out the plot twist in advance. If it's gonna ruin the story by knowing it, then... Welcome, welcome. Always delighted to be of service. Heal seed. Heal seed. Link box. Insomniac. The link box is not worth 9,000 poke. You absolute price gouger. Personally, if you want to avoid any risk of not being able to pay for the goods when you leave, always talk to him before you leave. If you step off the carpet, then he'll teleport over and say, "Hey, so here's the price." And that's your last chance to pay. If you don't pay, then he goes aggressive. For a moment I was wondering, wait, why is he following us? Nah. Kecleon moves at quadruple speed. We'd have no chance of getting away if he decided to mug us while our back was turned. But yeah, I feel like the plot as it is, with me replaying it with the ability to hone in on this, like, I played this game plenty of times, but I feel like the plot twists that they have are good. And I have to keep reminding myself that just because some of them could be predicted by a first-time experience, that doesn't make it a bad plot twist, because they still feel good when you know. And hello. Now, where else was I going with that? Oh yes! Dusknoir actually kind of shot himself in the foot there. Because he needed to capture Grovile and he needed to capture Ekam, because those were the two big people who could have ended up ruining everything and destroying the dark future. Don't you look at me like that. Great, I leveled up. But he didn't need to bring Ace through that time hole. He grabbed us, but he didn't bring Ace. And because Ace was there, I'll sort of go and say that, well, yeah, we probably could have gotten that far on our own even if Ace hadn't been there. But Ace being there is what ruined everything, because Grovile was helpless, Ekam was hopeless, but Ace just didn't want to give up. So Dusknoir pulling us through actually thwarted him in the end. All that said, I wouldn't be surprised if Ace jumped through at the last minute. If he had just grabbed Ekam and then dragged us to the future, I wouldn't be surprised if Ace also followed. And the plot would have changed absolutely nothing because he still has to execute everyone, etc, etc. But because he pulled Ace through with us, he is now responsible for being thwarted. Hoist by your own petard, as you'd say. I don't know, I feel like that bit of unintentional self-sabotage by his little act of extra cruelty, I think that actually makes it feel better, the story feel better, even if that decision doesn't make sense, because now we get to point and laugh at Dusknoir. Haha, you thwarted yourself! Why? Anyhow, once we reach floor 10, all the ropes change over to being curlier, and we're going to start seeing Vespiquen. I mean, actually, I'd say that all the Pokemon have been changed over to much more dangerous forms, with the exception of Houndoom, which is remaining a constant across all the floors. The one we want to watch out for is Vespiquen. Where does it talk about Vespiquen? So I suppose we could use this floor as... I don't think we can recruit on our first try, but it is a thing that can happen. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, Vespiquen are the dangerous Pokemon because apparently Attack Order, which is a Vespiquen exclusive move, when they changed it over into Pokemon Mystery Dungeon mechanics, it became a room-wide AoE attack. And remember, this is a move that has an increased crit rate, I think. Ooh. Plus there's also pressure, so attacks we use to blitz them are going to burn through PP faster, so always make sure you take them out. Splat! 202 damage! You are absolutely carrying the team here, my good friend. Also, I wasn't going to say it in the moment because that would have ruined it, but you could always joke that when they woke up that morning, one of them would have gone, "I'm sorry, but Ekam can only have one good friend, and that's me," and then push the other one off. It would have ruined the moment completely, but still that's the joke that came to mind instantly when I saw them together like that. So let's see, what else can I get up to? We have a red gummy now. If this red gummy is what pushes me over to getting Brick Tough, I will be very unimpressed. Rude. Oh yeah, that's actually... It might be worth using our last flamethrower on. And since we're still not quite... We are past the halfway point because this is 20 floors, but we need to go further. So yeah, worth it. And also worth using the Max Elixir since we immediately ran into a Vespiquen. We can recruit those, but it's a 0 heart, so it's going to be extremely difficult to do so. I'm pretty sure we don't realistically have that potential at the moment. It'd just be easier to evolve Serena and level her up. I mean, we might as well eat the Violent Seed. What else did I have in mind? I had a thought just a moment ago. Let me see if I can catch it. If that red gummy is enough to push up to the next IQ level, that was starting it. Take that. I don't like it. I worry that there's going to be a Vespiquen behind him. No, it's just another Kadabra. Four more floors. We're almost there. I could actually see this dungeon being oddly good for Eevee. Here's why. Trace kicks in on Pokemon that take from the first Pokemon that they take damage from. If they trace Eevee's Runaway, then it means that they're immediately going to become terrified and leave, because the Runaway only kicks in on the Pokemon in the lead. Or rather, it doesn't kick in on Pokemon in the lead, so you can abuse that one-way stat, I guess. We're up to level 35. Which is the right level to be at according to the Prima Guide. We're still not... Best not to discuss that. So what else is there to discuss? I had thoughts, I had them. Oh, you're an Alakazam now. I guess I didn't notice that they'd been upgraded from Kadabras. It would explain why they take a bit more punishment than before. Rude! That much damage and it wasn't even a crit. That's scary. Hey guys, sorry about that incident with the warps trap. You know what I'm going to have to do the moment I get all the story dealt with? I'm going to have to go do those special episodes. Oh dear. We have quite a few banked up now. Well, I guess there's something I can talk about. Team Charm. Team Charm was in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 1. They showed up for specific post-game questing. But they showed up for a specific post-game dungeon, is the better way to put it. It's kind of weird. But now we finally get to learn a bit more about them and a certain story beat that they were part of that we never got to see. First we have to do the Sunflora's special episode, and that'll also take time. Deep Treeshroud Forest. What is this? Time is at a standstill here. But didn't they... just before we were direct off to the future with you, Grovyle? Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf, I entrust you with the rest. Yep, we know. We got the time gears back. We will make sure they're returned to their rightful places. The task is yours. Didn't Uxie and his friends make a promise that they would return the time gears to their rightful places? The time remains stopped here. That could mean the time gears may not have been returned to their rightful places yet. We'll see about that. The forest's time gear was over here. Well, what's this? It is a time gear. There's no mistaking it. But time here seems to be stopped. No wind is blowing. See? These leaves are fixed in place. Time is stopped here. But the time gear has been returned to its rightful place. Why is this happening? Grovyle took the time gear. Hey, what are you doing? Time has already stopped here. It won't make any difference if I take the time gear now. There's also something that's more worrying. More worrying? Forget it. Let's leave. Also, Ace, there's something I'd like you to do. What is it? Before you go back to Sharpedo Bluff, I'd like you to gather some information in Treasure Town. In Treasure Town? Yes, here's what I want you to find out. Learn everything you can about what's happening in this world right now. Okay, I'll go find out. Everyone thinks you've gone to the future. Therefore, yeah, I understand. If they found out I'm back, there would be an uproar. I'll keep low and get some news. I'm counting on you. Ace is the only one who actually lived here before this whole ordeal started. I'm back. I've got some news you wanted. What's the word? The word is not very good. After we went to the future, Lucy and his friends returned the time gears to their rightful places. Everyone was happy because they thought time would return to normal. But the time remains stopped in those places. Even worse, it's spreading. Time is stopping in more places. Is it true? Yeah. Everyone's upset and concerned because no one can figure out what the problem is. Groval, do you know what this means? If time is stopping in a spreading area, it can only mean one thing. The temporal tower is starting to collapse. Temporal tower is collapsing? Correct. Temporal tower gives structure to time, so if it's starting to collapse, time itself will collapse in ever-widening areas. This is bad. The problem is accelerating. The planet's paralysis is coming on fast. What? But we have to hurry then. That's right. If we don't hurry, the planet will become fully paralyzed. There's only one way to stop the destruction of time now. We need to gather time gears, then the time gears must be put in place in Temporal Tower where Dialga lives. But there is a problem. Temporal Tower is located in a place called the Hidden Land. As the name suggests, no one knows where the Hidden Land is. Sounds like the perfect thing for an exploration team, right? But there isn't any time. That's right. That's why I think we need to split up for now. I'll go collect the time gears. In the meantime, I want you two to search for the Hidden Land. Understood. Is that okay, Ekam? Okay then, you're in charge. The Hidden Land is supposedly somewhere in this world. Unfortunately, there are no clues as to where it is exactly. Considering no one has discovered it yet, we should probably assume it's quite far away. We must even consider crossing the sea and discover the means to do so. Cross the sea. Sorry I don't have knowledge about how to do that. I'm counting on you. I'll be off to gather the time gears. Good luck. Now, we should go searching too. Let's go find the Hidden Land. So, where shall we begin looking? For the time being, why don't we consider how we can cross the sea? I don't think I'm going to have... I think I have to shut the episode off soon. So, sorry about this, but we are going to have to record. Well, I'm going to have to break this up. We've got way more cutscene to go. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. This is just a Nintendo DS, but these wave sounds are just spot on.